Good morning and welcome to Great Day Washington. I'm Ellen Bryan, and look, Kristen Brissett-Harris is back with us. How was your trip?
It was wonderful. We went skiing, and I have no broken bones. Everybody got out safe and sound, but kids skiing for the first time. We were up in Pennsylvania at Seven Springs. It was amazing.
It looked
Warm
beautiful.
Weekend. But it was fun.
Yeah,
Nice little
good.
family. Missed
Well,
you guys.
Glad to have you back.
Yeah, good to be back. Thanks.
Yes.
All right. Since I am back, how about we get right into the morning mix?
Let's do it. You want to
ready?
kick us off?
All right, big news this morning, guys, from the world's richest man who is promising to fight climate change. Amazon. I'm back and I can't talk. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos pledged $10 billion to the cause. Bezos says the money would finance work by scientists, activists, and other groups. On Instagram, he called the campaign the Bezos Earth Fund. He posted in part, "Climate change is the biggest threat to our planet. I want to work alongside others, both to amplify known ways and to explore new ways of fighting the devastating impact of climate change on this planet we all share. It's going to take collective action from big companies, small companies, nation states, global organizations, and individuals." Now, Bezos has an estimated worth of more than $130 billion, billion with a B, and this pledge represents almost 8% of his fortune because he is using this money of his own. He's faced some criticism in the past, of course, for only doing limited philanthropy. Back in 2018, Bezos started another fund committing $2 billion of his own money to open preschools in low-income neighborhoods and to give money to nonprofits that help homeless families. Bezos says he will begin issuing grants for his Earth Fund this summer. And of course, the question is, they are delivering packages all the time. What are they doing with the boxes and the cardboard for that? They've got trucks and planes everywhere. So how is Amazon going to accompany, not just monetarily, but physically help?
I think it's in their culture because it was Amazon employees back in May who were signing petitions. In September were really pushing Bezos to, come on, let's do something about climate change. So they were kind of a big force behind this. So hopefully as a company that's already there, they'll take even more steps to keep pushing forward.
Now, I know they have their goal by 2030 to have 100% of their energy, either solar panels or other renewable energy. So they're going that way. But also, you think about the trucks and the planes and the vans and everything. They do use fossil fuels, but at the same time, they are really going to have to take a hard look at the materials that they're using, if they're going to make it easier to recycle. But at least
got to start somewhere, though. So at least they're doing this. Right?
$10 billion.
$10 billion.
Yeah, just a tad of his fortune.
Right. Speaking of billionaires, Michael Bloomberg is making headlines this morning because he has now qualified for tomorrow's Democratic debate in Las Vegas. This is the first time, Kristen, he's going to be on stage alongside his Democratic presidential rivals. Everyone's waiting to see how this pans out because the latest poll shows that Bloomberg has a 19% support, which means he has gained enough support to be allowed on the stage. He's going to face off against some of our frontrunners, Senators Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Amy Klobuchar, as well as former Vice President Joe Biden and former Mayor Pete Buttigieg. I'm curious because so far he has funded his campaign. It used to be you had to raise so much money.
Right.
They changed the rules. Now it's just getting that percentage. He's qualified with the percentage. We haven't heard him try to combat anyone coming at him yet, so to see how he stands up in that arena is going to be interesting.
It still amazes me, though, that you've got these candidates and we haven't necessarily heard all of them debate yet.
Right.
Learning the rules and the way, you can't obviously have everybody on stage all the time, but if you're not following it super duper closely, then you're like, oh wait, I forgot he's still in the race or she's still in the race, because you don't see them up on the big stages.
When
but
people dropped out after New Hampshire, we were like, oh, I forgot they were still in
the race.
Yeah.
But it's still whittling down, but we'll see how Bloomberg stacks up.
Yep, and we'll watch that debate for you tomorrow and bring it to you here. In some shocking news, after 110 years of existence, the Boy Scouts of America, they have filed for bankruptcy protection. It comes as the organization faces several new sex abuse lawsuits. Filing for bankruptcy protection would give the Boy Scouts the ability to compensate abuse victims without forcing them to shut down. There are several thousand men involved in these lawsuits, alleging they were molested decades ago as young boys by their scout leaders. Now, this compensation could end up topping $1 billion.
Should. But I always was wondering how this organization was going to handle everything, and if
Would it be the end of it?
If it could stay afloat, be the end of it. I wasn't a Boy Scout, I wasn't a Girl Scout. Are we in an age where maybe something different needs to come along? A different way of teaching our kids these lessons than the Boy Scouts? I don't know. Is this something that has gone the way?
They were saying that by filing for bankruptcy, you won't have the trials where a victim can come up and actually like tell a story and maybe get some peace from that. So in that way, I'm like, oh, for the victims. But hopefully this all happened a lot, like 90% of the cases happened 30 years ago. So it's like maybe just some sort of finality to it all will help those victims.
Yeah, getting it done, getting some compensation, maybe in just acknowledgement that it did happen and they made a mistake.
And then we'll see. I don't know the future of the Boy Scouts. We'll see what it becomes.
You think about an organization that's 100+ years old, that's had such controversy surrounding it.
But it's a lot of my cousins were in Boy Scouts.
I know.
They learned so much from it.
It's so much for our young ones. But is this a chance to evolve and evolve into something else?
Yeah.
So, okay. I don't know if you watch NASCAR at all. Probably not
really, but I saw this.
Yeah, you could not miss this. It was a really scary crash to end the Daytona 500, which had already been postponed to yesterday after heavy rain in Daytona on Sunday. Let's take a look at how the race ended.
To the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside. Wow. Crash into the wall, into the air. Goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof, Ryan Newman comes across the line, 4th. And comes to rest. Blaney tried the top side.
Okay, so that was Ryan Newman, as you heard. His car skidded across the finish line, sparks flying on its side. The crowd, of course, went silent as crews rushed to get to his car and really try and get him out, put that fire out. He was then taken to the hospital as fans waited to hear how he was doing. After about 2 hours, NASCAR officials released the news that he was in serious condition. He is expected to survive the crash, but man, that was just scary right there. Denny Hamlin ended up winning the race. He's part of the Joe Gibbs Racing, which of course is run by former Redskins head coach. Hamlin and Gibbs were criticized after the race for celebrating. Gibbs and Hamlin immediately apologized after realizing how serious the crash was. And here's what Gibbs had to say about that.
I was watching our car and everything. I knew there was a wreck, but I really didn't see the seriousness of it or anything. We get in the winner's circle, so I apologize to anybody that thinks that we were celebrating, knowing that there's something might have been serious about that wreck.
There's a lot going on. I think you're kind of caught up in the moment there until you're informed of what happened. Of course, Daytona, no stranger to scary wrecks. Dale Earnhardt Sr. died in a crash on the final lap of the 2001 Daytona 500. That led to new safety regulations, including head and neck restraints and improving the design of the cars. But again, as for this latest wreck, Ryan Newman's injuries are serious, but not considered life-threatening, which is great news. NASCAR, you see wrecks all the time, but wow, just something like that is just scary.
Even to the point of the announcers' voices when they were talking about the winners were even the announcers kind of kept up this energy as that was all happening. I was like, oh, I think this looks more serious in with their tone, but there's just so much going on for those winners to come back, at least say later. Okay.
And I think you're just, again, caught up in it. You see wrecks all the time, but until you're actually take a breath and actually realize, I don't think they meant any ill will by that.
Right. There has been a song in my head all morning. Chris, I want you to listen to it first.
Here we go.
All morning long.
Thanks, Ellen. Now it's going in my head.
It has been 5 years since Adele released an album, but fans are hoping for a new one after she was caught on camera saying, quote, "Expect my album in September." I think that means she's having an album. The New York Post reports she made the announcement while singing at a friend's wedding over the weekend. Adele's last album, 25, was released in 2015. This one will probably be, 31 or 32, because she usually names them after how old she is.
And have you seen her lately? Everybody's talking about her weight loss and so getting that energy. So from dropping a new album to dropping price of wine. Yes, please. Yes, you heard that right. The price of wine expected to drop to its lowest level in 5 years, thanks in part part to a surplus of California grapes. There's also a decrease in demand for wine, and these cheaper prices may last up to 3 years. Wine experts say consumers could enjoy the best wine retail values in 20 years.
Millennials aren't drinking as
cheers.
much wine as
No.
boomers. One of our favorite talk show hosts, did you see this? From The Talk, right here on WSA 9, she has gone white. What do we mean by this? Check this out. Sharon Osbourne, you've always known her for her iconic wine red hair. She's now gone white. Her colorist Jack Martin posted this picture on Instagram. It's going viral. She said she was sick of just dyeing her hair every week.
She looks amazing. She looks younger.
She looks completely different, but I love it. I really
it's
love
awesome. And way to go for embracing that. We've been seeing a lot of that.
Yeah.
And don't forget, tomorrow, everybody, we're offering free house screenings at the Kentland Community Center in Landover, Maryland. Tomorrow, there will be all sorts of medical tests and fitness classes offered, including cholesterol, glucose checks, flu shots, and so much more. There will be 2 sessions. The first one starts at 9 a.m. and goes until 12:30. The second one goes from 2 to 6:30. So to learn more about the screenings and fitness class times, head to WUSA9.com/health-matters. Again, tests are totally free, but you do need to sign up for some of them. Walk-ins are welcome, but take a check. Come join us tomorrow. I'll be live out there. So come say hi. I'm going to get my glucose checked.
That's right.
So we hope to see you there, but stay with us right now because we'll be back with more Great Day right after the break.